All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Meet Us in the Ring podcast. I am Mary the Heel with Maddie, as always. Today is a little bit of a sadder topic for the podcast. We're going to be talking about the roster cuts for WWE, which, I'm pissed about, honestly.
It's hilarious because they just signed like some giant billion-dollar deal. So it's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, so we would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions because obviously everyone has different feelings about these. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the podcast, follow us on all of our social medias, all that good stuff. And I'll pull up the list. So we'll just kind of go one by one and with each person, just kind of talk about how we feel about it. And before anyone says anything, we're not assuming that people are going to AEW. Like, let's just
No.
not. Like, some people either want to take a break or maybe they don't even want to wrestle anymore. Like, we don't know. Like, just
Mhm.
leave the AEW talk out of it. I just can't.
Please, I'm so sick of hearing about that company.
Hey Phil, shout out to you in the
Shout
chat.
out to the honorary ooze.
hmm I see why they did most of them, but Ali, Ziggler, and Shelton were shocking to me. Yeah. So first one we'll talk about is Dolph Ziggler, which
Bruh.
it was the most shocking to me.
I. It's so disrespectful when somebody like puts in so much hard work,
hmm
effort, attention, love, and dedication into a company just to get
hmm
brushed aside for, in my opinion, no valid reason.
Yeah, I mean, like I understand that he hasn't been on TV a lot recently, and but he's still useful. Like it's not like he's just not useful anymore. Like he was one of those people that's very good at getting stars over, just like the Miz. So like I just don't see a reason for it, and it's so annoying that people aren't just allowed to retire anymore. You
I
know,
know.
like no offense to our truth, but if anyone should have gotten released, it's probably him. Like
I didn't even think about that.
he's really been not doing anything in the company for years, but they keep him around. I assumed because he was a veteran and like that's what you do. You take care of your people, but like I
Apparently not.
just with business decisions, I just never understand. Like I'm a very loyal person,
Mhm.
so loyalty like is such a big thing for me. And when I see companies just like not even give a shit about loyalty when it comes to your veteran athletes, like it just really bothers me. And like that goes for any company, you know.
A
Like you're
feud with Seth for the world heavyweight title with Ziggler, that would have slapped. Oh my
hmm
god. I was kind of hoping they would do that, but I guess not anymore.
yeah,
Can you
I
imagine the
mean,
promo battles? Like, oh my god.
and Dolph has so many accolades. Like he's done so much in the company and for the company, and it's just is really unfortunate. And I don't know if this could be a situation that could be rectified and maybe he could come back at a later time. You know, they'll realize that they messed up. I don't know, but
I hope
yeah,
so.
that one really upset me. Like I love Dolph
Yeah.
Ziggler.
I'm not even like a huge fan, but I have like a lot of respect for Dolph Ziggler. He is a Grand Slam champion, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm not
And
sure.
I just have always loved watching him whenever he's on my TV. It's such a privilege to watch him perform. So
hmm
yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah,
Plain and simple, bullshit.
and to everyone on TikTok who says that like it's not a big deal, go away.
I,
I don't need
I
that negative energy.
That's a thing, and that was irritating me. So I didn't make a video about this, but I was like, put yourself in that shoes and imagine you just lost your job. Losing a
hmm
job, that's never fun. And people are gonna be like, well, he has the money, like he'll be fine. Okay, well, like what if he didn't? Like we don't know.
But like also
So
that's not what it's about, you know.
exactly, and someone losing their job, that's always a big deal, in my opinion. So let's
And
be
it,
respectful here,
and
guys.
it's one thing to like let someone's contract expire. It's another thing to release them like mid contract. What's the
Right.
point of that?
There is no point.
I don't understand that. And
Neither do I.
even more so for the next person, Mustafa Ali, however you want to
Bruh.
say it. I do not understand this. He was supposed to have a championship match with Dom
At No Mercy, yeah.
soon, and then he gets released. Like, how? Where's the thought process of, yeah, we're pushing this guy, and he's like up for a championship. Nah, we're gonna release him.
I get that like it's the developmental company, so maybe there's a little less care, but Dom is down there, Rhea's been down there. You got
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Hayes, you got
Becky,
I don't want to talk about that.
yeah.
No, seriously. But Maddie, where do you think Ali goes? I say New Japan. I don't know. I would love to see him in Impact. I feel like Impact is an extremely underrated company, and I've been getting into them
Mm-hmm.
more. I highly recommend everybody go check them out. They're phenomenal. But like Mary said, when you have a title match and then you just they should have given Ali his release when he asked for it, and
Yeah,
not when they're finally starting to give him stuff. So
yeah.
I guess what they're gonna do is just have Dom drop the North American title to Dragon Lee on Raw tomorrow. I guess that's what they're gonna do. I don't know. Or
You
set up
think?
either that or there's interference from Judgment Day, and then that sets up a rematch between Dragon Lee and Dom for No Mercy, where Dragon Lee wins the title there. I think that's probably the better move, and I hope they do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the move is for Ali, but that also really upsets me because I've also been a huge fan of Mustafa Ali. Like,
Yeah.
for the past few years, just because like I'm very much an underdog person. Like, I just
Mm-hmm.
those are my vibes. Like Ricochet, Mustafa, like I love them. I love this. They're so talented, and it just it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So that one is just really frustrating, and I wish him all the best. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to, say that he's going to go to another company after his 90-day non-compete. We'll see. You know, who knows? Maybe
Maybe.
he just wants to live his life. But
Stay away from AEW though, because I think Impact would be a really great place for Ali, to be honest.
again, why give him a title match at a pay-per-view
Yeah.
and then release him? Like,
Makes no sense.
yeah. But we love you, Mustafa. If
We
you ever
do.
see this.
Yeah, imagine.
The next person on this list was Shelton Benjamin, and
Mm,
I'm not 100% surprised by this,
no.
and it doesn't affect me as much as Mustafa and Dolph because I was huge fans of them.
Yeah.
Obviously, Shelton is like a very talented wrestler, and he's been with the company for a
Yes.
long time.
He is so underrated. He is so, so good.
Yeah, and he's another veteran that has been there for years, and it's just frustrating when your veterans don't get that loyalty from you,
Hmm.
like as a company. And let's see what Phil
Like,
said.
the Hurt Business really changed the game, bro.
Shelton will be a great asset to the locker room in terms of his mind for the business. If he continues to do this, maybe he can be a coach of the PC. Well, I mean, but if he's out of WWE, he probably can't even go to the Performance Center, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think it's just your contract with WWE as a whole and not just as a wrestler.
It's very interesting, and in no way am I saying that I wanted this to happen, for the record, disclaimer, but I was also surprised that Cedric Alexander didn't get released, too. That was
Yeah,
interesting. Not that I wanted him to. I was just like, oh, interesting. I don't know. I
yeah,
guess I don't know. Because let's be real, they don't have plans for him. Like,
yeah. I mean, I really liked Cedric during the like 205 Live era,
yeah.
and I think was Mustafa on 205 Live?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he thrived there. And then like I really liked Neville too. Like I
Yeah.
liked all those guys just because I think they're super talented and obviously like athletic and you know maybe they should have brought that back and then that group of people could have had something to do, but that purple belt was not it though.
No, and the fangs, like, ugh, cringe. But I'm glad he didn't get fired. Like, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna root for someone to lose their job. So,
Yeah, I mean Shelton, he's like I said, been around for a while, and um, the Hurt Business, like you said, was it was an important faction, a few years ago,
yes.
and it just shows how quickly things can change in wrestling and in sports in general. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
uh, another one that I was not 100% shocked by, but like still sucks. I mean, they all
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
The next one is Elias, aka Ezekiel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at least he had a sense of humor about it.
He did.
He said that him and his brother Ezekiel got released.
Yeah,
So
that was
I
pretty funny.
appreciate the humor, but with Elias, like I think it was hard for him after NXT, like coming to the main roster and finding that spot for him. But there was a time when everybody was chanting like "Walk with Elias."
Yeah.
So, um, and then the Ezekiel thing, I couldn't stand that gimmick. I didn't.
Right. I
Kevin
never cared about it. I really didn't.
Kevin Owens made that thing work.
Yes, 100%. It would have flopped so hard without him.
Yeah. So, um, were you like a big Elias fan?
No,
Yeah, me
not at
neither.
all.
I don't like wrestling in skinny jeans. I don't like that.
They weren't even skinny. They were like loose as hell. They were all over the place.
didn't
Crazy.
he didn't he wear skinny jeans?
Did he? I don't know.
I don't know. Junior, stop playing. When Elias was
Junior.
Ezekiel. Yes, he was, and he admitted it via Twitter. He said, "And to being my own younger brother, Zeke."
Oh god, that was pretty funny.
And all these PC tweets from some of the people, I'm like, I get it. You're still trying to like keep face, but
Yeah, sure.
other people were not so subtle about it.
Yeah, as they shouldn't be.
Like this next person, Emma.
Oh god, that was
She had tweeted a dream for the Elimination Chamber in Perth for next year, and then said, "Oops, never mind. I just got released. I'm no longer with WWE."
how nasty and dirty of them to announce a pay-per-view in her home country and then release her a few hours later. That is nasty.
Yeah, and the thing with Emma though is, she already got released once before.
Wasn't it twice?
Was it twice?
Yeah, this is like isn't this like her third time being fired?
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it's only been once, but regardless, she's gotten released before.
Yes.
She had the what's the word? Like like she wasn't too prideful to not come back. Like she was willing to come back, and that sorry never could be me. I'm like I'm so
Yeah.
prideful. I'm so prideful. Like if I got released and they were like, "Hey, we want you to come back," I'd be like, "No,
Right, exactly.
like no." Um, but yeah, and with her most recent comeback, I wasn't really impressed. I wasn't impressed with her return match. I wasn't
Mm,
impressed with any other matches she did after that. The stuff with her and Madcap Moss, who also got released. Um,
yeah.
at least that was something. They were trying to pull something together for her. And it's a shame because we already are saying that there's no women left for Rhea to compete against, and then you're releasing more women.
Yeah, a fellow
It
Australian. Like
it doesn't make sense. I would have watched an Emma and Rhea match. Like
oh yeah,
maybe it could have
absolutely.
worked.
Yeah, in Australia that would have been so much fun.
Yeah, but and so I if they ever decided that they wanted to bring her back again, I hope she says no and
Yeah,
takes a
honestly.
stand, because it's just like that's such a slap in the face to her. Like, hey, we're
Yes.
gonna bring you back and then we're gonna release you again 2 years later.
Yeah, I do absolutely nothing with you except have you debut against Ronda Rousey. Like,
Yeah. Phil said Emma was brought back as depth to division. She sat backstage the whole time. She did nothing. Why did you take her from Impact if she wasn't going to be used? Exactly.
right, I don't understand.
Exactly. So, but it's really frustrating in general to me that women are getting released because there's already not enough in the
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
And if it's because she's not on TV, whose fault is that? Because
Right,
it's
put the
not
bitch on
hers.
TV. Like, put her ass on TV.
And if it's because she's not selling merch or she's not getting crowd reactions, like I understand those things are part of the process. But
Yes.
send her back to NXT then, like what you do with other
Yeah.
people. She could have helped so many upcoming women there.
Hmm.
Like there's still a place for them. Like I never see the point of releasing them.
No.
Besides, oh, well, we're saving money because now we're not paying these people.
But we also know they have the money. They
Yeah,
100% have the money. They're bringing in Jade Cargill. I mean, they're going to pay her a shit ton, so they have the money. Like,
yeah, and like that is a whole nother story that I'm like,
I
why are we
am a
doing
little
that?
excited. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
A little bit, yes. I just hope Sister gets some training because, good lord.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's not very good, in my
No, she's
opinion.
not. She's not good at all. That's the thing.
It's
So,
not that she's not good; it's that she's not safe.
yes.
That's what
I
I'll
will
say.
say she's definitely gotten better. She's definitely gotten better.
Well, that's
Um,
good.
yes, as watching her somewhat recent matches, she has improved a lot. Emma would have been awesome in NXT. Honestly, would have preferred to see her ass go down there instead of Becky and win the title. That would have been
Yeah,
fun, especially
yeah,
since Emma was a finalist in the tournament for the first ever NXT Women's Champion. So that would have been some real justice. But we'll never
no.
know now.
We had to give it to Becky because Becky needed to be a Grand Slam champion for some reason.
Undeserving, so fucking undeserving. Y'all already know how I feel about that shit.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows how we feel about Becky.
Yeah.
And like again, it's not that I don't it's not that I don't understand what Becky has done for the women's division and what she has done for herself
Mm,
to literally make herself at one point the top star,
yeah.
male or female, in the company. I
Yeah.
get it. But there are still women who are way better wrestlers than her.
Many women who are way better wrestlers than her, and I'm gonna be controversial. She's not that good in the ring. She's not. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton, way better.
I think Tiffany Stratton is just like more athletic.
Yeah. I can't wait to see her win back her championship. Aaron.
Yeah. So Becky shouldn't have won the title. Natty, you and I have talked about that numerous times. Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. And I
Yes.
think most people can agree that she shouldn't have won the title. And Natty calling her a hypocrite was the highlight of that
Highlight.
Raw.
And she was 100% right because this is exactly what Becky's fans would bitch and whine and throw tantrums about Charlotte when Charlotte was
Hmm.
still winning titles. But now, if Becky's doing it, oh, it's okay. No, it's not. It's the same shit. Stop being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Back
Anyway,
to the, the
we
releases after our Becky rant.
digress.
Another woman who got released that I am upset about is Aaliyah.
Yeah.
How hasn't she been out on injury?
No,
I thought that's why she like wasn't on TV.
no, they just had nothing for her. And she's been very vocal about that. She did get injured briefly, but then when she was cleared, she was very vocal on Twitter about being like, hey, I'm cleared. What are you guys going to do? And they were giving her nothing. And
Mm,
she was showing a lot of frustrations about it, as I don't blame her at all. But Aaliyah's been cleared for a very long time. So,
that's really unfortunate then, because I thought this whole time like she was out on injury and then they released her. But like it's even worse
no.
that she was cleared and they just didn't do anything. I personally like I liked her and Raquel as a tag team. I thought they
Yeah,
were
they were
fun.
cute.
Yeah, they were cute. They were fun.
Hmm.
And like I was sad when they had to give up their titles.
Yeah.
And then She also like has the accolade of like the fastest pin or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
She
Against
got that,
Natalia.
and the 317 shirts they were selling for a little bit.
Yeah, they were popping off.
So I'm sad that she got released too, because again,
I'm
we
not
need
surprised though.
we need more women on this roster.
I'm not surprised though, and she wasn't like that great in the ring. The promo skills, whoo, God, good Lord. But I think she had some value to her, so I was upset to see that, but not surprised at all.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little surprised. I mean, just because like I don't know, I get surprised by any releases.
True, yeah.
It's just my natural inclination.
Yeah.
But the next one, actually, I'll take that back because the next one that I'm not surprised about, Top Dollar.
I mean, I was a little surprised considering the rest of Hit Row is still there.
Yeah, but you know, Top Dollar never came back after that botch.
Oh God, no, he didn't.
He never recovered from that, you know, in terms of fan reaction. And
No.
it didn't help that Michael Cole was calling him Flop Dollar.
Yeah, like
That did not help at all.
I understand that like there was probably like there's probably no beef between them at all and it's an inside joke and
Yeah,
everything, but you're not helping talent when you do stuff like that.
yeah, and like I get it. It was to help with their heel turn and like stuff like that. Um, yeah, and it's weird like that the rest of Hit Row is still employed, and again another person who was already released once and then
Yeah.
brought back. Like
Yeah.
I think Triple H maybe just went too hard with bringing people back because he wanted more talent, but then now they're having to backtrack.
I was really excited when Hit Row came back, to be honest. So this was a little sad for me.
I wasn't really a Hit Row fan. Um, I would like to see BFAB wrestle more. I
Yeah.
mean, unless that's just like not what she's actually doing. Like maybe she is just a valet, or I don't know what her role is supposed to be. But I would like to see her wrestle. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Give her some more chances.
Yeah. But the next one on the list is Madcap Moss. We already kind of touched on it, but he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Had a good feud with Baron Corbin. He had a match, or did he have a match, or was going to have a match against Gunther for the
He
IC
did have a
title?
match.
He did have a match. I remember that that was a good match.
It was. It was.
And I was excited when he finally wasn't wearing the black shorts anymore.
Yeah. Oh
When
my
he got
God.
actual ring gear. And then, like I said, like they were doing stuff with him and Emma, and I thought that was cool. And I would have liked to see them in more mixed tag matches because I just
Yeah.
think those are fun. Um, yeah, I thought he had a bright future, but
I never really like. Again, I'm not happy that he got fired, but like I was never really aboard the train. I mean, he's a great in the ring, but there's not a lot
mhm.
of personality there. So
Yeah, he was kind of just like a generic white guy.
very that.
Sorry, no, sorry.
Yeah.
Speaking of another white guy, what? Maybe he's white. I don't know. Rick Boogs.
Don't care. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Like again, I'm not happy that he got fired. I'm not. But I always found Rick Books to be extremely annoying, and I every time he was on my TV, I would stop paying attention. So I really, this is probably like the one that I'm like, I don't care. He brought nothing. So
Really, I enjoyed when he was with Shinsuke when they were a tag team and he would do Shinsuke's entrance. Like
I
I was a
hated
fan of
that.
that. I really liked it. I thought it was fun and like I'll still sometimes do it like during Shinsuke's entrance when I'm watching. I just thought it was like a fun thing and then, obviously he got injured because he tried to carry two people on his back at the same time
That
and
awful, awful match at WrestleMania.
ugh, that was just so unfortunate. And then um, he came back, and then I don't know what they were trying to do with him when he finally came back. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by this one.
Oh.
Again, super unfortunate.
Yeah, again, I'm never gonna celebrate someone losing their job. Like that's no.
Yeah, we're never gonna be like, yeah, they should have.
Oh no, no, of course
Never,
not.
never gonna say that.
Unless they like killed someone,
Well, yeah.
which
Then I'm
luckily
like,
Rick Boogs
yeah,
has not.
clearly.
Yeah.
Phil said, I don't know why they didn't do a tag team with Elias and Boogs. Rhythm and Blues, come on, man. Were
Yeah,
they
that would have been
were
good.
they a tag team before or no?
I think they were like hinting at it a few
Hmm.
times, but they never really capitalized too much on it.
Yeah, I mean that would have been fun. They both could have had their guitars. Like it could have been
Yeah.
just a silly, goofy thing that sometimes wrestling needs. Sometimes it just needs to be goofy,
Yeah.
to stop not be so serious all the time because it's very
Mm.
serious right now.
It is, I know. It's
We need
crazy.
some comedic relief.
Yeah, we do.
Someone who I'm surprised did not get released is Akira Tozawa.
Um,
I feel so bad for that man. He gets used like garbage.
yeah, I feel like him being released would have been a blessing for him, honestly. I guess they just kept him around because they need jobbers. I don't know.
Well, but it's like it just makes no sense. You literally have him lose and get embarrassed all the time.
Yeah, that's all they do.
Yeah. Luke said, "Where's our truth for the funny stuff?" True, that is mostly what our truth does is like the
Yeah.
comedy stuff. But even he hasn't been on TV, so it's like
No.
ever since they took the 24/7 title away, that just is what it is.
I think he's still injured right now too.
Oh, I did not know that he was even injured.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he did something to his leg when he had a match against Grayson Waller, I think.
Hmm. He had a match against Grayson Waller. I don't get to
Yeah.
watch normal like Raw and SmackDown, so I miss
Oh,
a
this
lot
was
of things.
NXT.
Oh, it was on NXT.
Yeah,
Okay,
this was a
well
while ago in NXT.
that makes more sense. Yes, Junior Tozawa has been on TV recently, but it's like he'll be standing in the hallway and someone will like shove him. You know what I
Right,
mean?
like
Like,
it's not the kind of TV you want to be on.
yeah. Um, these next two people, I'm very upset about. Well, I'm upset about one of them really.
Okay.
Masse and Mansoir,
Oh.
aka Mace and Mansoor. I was a big fan of Mansoor after the Saudi Arabia show, where it was
Yeah.
him and Mustafa Ali.
That was a great
I
match
like
too.
I became such a fan of him. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I very much enjoyed the Maximum Male Models when it was
Yeah.
Maxine, not when
It
it
was
was
a lot
Max
of
Dupree.
fun. Yeah.
When Maxine took over and it was Massé and Mansoir, like they just did so good in that role. Like, even
Yeah.
though it's just silly and goofy and they were wearing things that, you know, they, typical straight men don't wear,
Yeah.
but it was so good and it was funny and like they made it work and so I'm really sad about Mansoir.
Yeah. I'm in kind of indifferent. They didn't really bring much, to be honest.
You didn't like the Maximum Male Models?
I thought it was entertaining and it was funny whenever it would like come on TV, but they didn't really add anything to the overall company, in my opinion. So I feel like, of course, again, didn't want them to be fired, but yeah, they took what they were given and they really worked with it, and I appreciate that. But yeah, they just weren't doing anything really, and that's not really their fault, but
Yeah.
it's
Well,
whatever.
and like Mace had potential to just be one of those dominant guys. Like he's huge.
Hmm.
And when it was Mace and T-Bar, like obviously I didn't like their gimmick, but they were
No,
two very large men that like could have done damage.
yeah.
But yeah,
Mace was
so
actually fired while he was taking his daughter to school. Fun
bruh.
fact. Not so fun fact.
Bruh. Like I can't they do these things in the most like not what I don't know what the word I'm trying to think of is like non-professional way.
Yeah, so
Like at least bring them in, have them sit down.
yeah.
Like don't just a phone call or like some people found out on social media, and it's like
Right. That's
it just
crazy.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, the next one is another one that like I don't really care about is Shanky. Um,
Don't give a fuck. Don't give a flying fuck. I I'm sorry, I don't care. Bye. There's the door.
his dancing stuff with Jinder Mahal was like, it was fun for a
No, it wasn't,
while.
Mary. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No.
It was fun. I liked it.
It was creepy and it was annoying and it was stupid.
I mean, I
And I'm
don't think
glad it's
he
over.
was ever meant to be like a champion. Like there was no way.
Hell no.
Shinky again, just a very large man that they brought in to be a large man, to be a giant, you know.
So dumb. So dumb.
Dancing Shanky, I'm telling you, the people like it.
Whatever.
But yeah, I mean that one I'm not too surprised about.
I don't
But
care. Yeah.
Shanky, hope you're doing good. And oh, never mind, that was from 2021. I was gonna say because it says that he appeared at the Superstar Spectacular, but that was 2021. But you know, it's hard. This next person, I don't even know who this is. Uh, Daba Kato.
Yes. So that, I believe, was Commander Aziz.
Oh, okay, got it. See, I don't know him by this name. I only know him by Commander Aziz.
I guess that's his NXT name. Yeah.
Again, another giant who was brought in to be a giant.
And did
Um,
nothing. Yeah.
you know, I enjoyed his run with Apollo Crews under the Nigerian stuff. Um, you know, it is what it is. He had that role. And then they had a feud in NXT when Apollo went back down.
Yeah.
I don't really know whatever happened with that because I wasn't really watching, but
I don't know
um,
either. And I was watching. I just was
yeah,
not paying attention to that specifically.
yeah. Well, another giant that has been released. Phil said, "Where's Omos on this list?"
Yeah, he
Honestly,
needs to be released. Sorry.
honestly, Phil, we don't care for Omos either.
Nope.
And but shout out to MVP for trying to make it work. But
Yeah, period. Yeah.
um, well, the next person, I just I have been rooting for this person for years. I've just wanted the best for her.
Dana Brooke.
I Yes, I
Yeah.
thought that we were gonna get something when she went back down to NXT and was working with those women. I thought she was gonna come back and be like a phoenix coming back from the flames.
Yeah. I was surprised that, like, I know this sounds mean, but like with the amount of budget cuts that they were doing, like in the past, I was surprised she lasted as long as she did.
Well, but she was in the 24/7 title stuff, so she was
True.
in
But
all
also,
of that.
Wrestle Talk, like wrestling TikTok, y'all be pissing me off because you're like, well, and this is this. I was gonna say this is not about someone in particular, but it is honestly. Um, you want to be like, oh, she was mid anyway. She was mid anyway. Half the people y'all like are mid. Oh, sorry, I'm getting so mad. My phone is falling. Half the people y'all like are mid as fuck and can't wrestle, and y'all will defend them until the day they die. At least Miss Dana Brooke was putting in the effort. She was trying her best. You
Hmm.
could tell she'd been training. She's honestly not one of the worst I've ever seen in the ring. A lot of the girls on the roster are a lot worse than her. So if you were happy that she got fired, just say that. You don't have to do all these bullshit shenanigans of, well, I feel bad, but she was mid. Shut the fuck up. Like, she did not deserve to get fired. She was doing something. I'm pretty sure she was right about to have a heel turn.
Hmm.
And y'all want to defend these other bitches that can't wrestle for shit. So I'm just saying, it's a little hypocritical. That's all. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. And with Dana, like when she came up on the main roster and she was doing stuff with Charlotte, I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
And then, you know, her gimmick was that she was buff and she was athletic. And then later on, she kind of like lost that muscle mass and she was more toned. And so I think that kind of put her in this weird, like, middle area within
Yeah.
the roster.
Yeah.
And you know, she carried her weight in the 24/7 shenanigans. Like, you know, she held the 24/7 title for a while,
A long time. Yeah.
and I just wish that she could have gotten opportunities that I know other women did who didn't need them.
Right. Exactly.
So, and yeah, I was excited when she went back down to NXT because I was like,
Me
okay, like
too.
I was hoping it was going to be a Mandy Rose situation where she just
Yeah.
lifted herself back up, and we're not going to get that now.
I was really hoping for that.
So, Dana Brooke, I
We
love
love you,
you.
sis.
Hoping for the best. If you decide to go to Impact with Naomi,
Go off, queen.
go off. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next person is Quincy Elliott. I don't
Don't give
know
a
who that
fuck.
is.
Bye. I'm actually happy he got fired. Sorry. That is the one I'll say. I'm happy he got fired. He was a very, very not nice person.
Oh,
Said some very, very offensive, nasty things, and was terrible in the ring. Did not deserve
okay.
to work for WWE. Bye. Get the fuck out.
Period. I'm
There's
glad
the
I don't
door.
even know who he is.
So Quincy Elliott was a guy who worked in NXT, was kind of fairly new, and this is gonna sound pretty bad, but it's honest the truth. His entire gimmick was just the fact that he's gay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And I'm not saying that's like entirely his fault, like to give him the bit of a benefit of the doubt. I think they
Mm-hmm.
really like were like, okay, so you're this is gonna be your entire character. But then when you go on Twitter and you start calling people some, obviously not going to repeat it, some very offensive terms to that community, it's like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Agreed, Phil. Thank you, Phil. Yes, yes, yes.
I mean, NXT is notorious for taking something about a person and just making that their entire gimmick. Like
Yeah.
Becky with her Irish thing, and then she was having to do the Irish jig when she came out. Like they're very notorious for that. But yeah, like I
Mm.
said, glad I don't know who he is then if he's not a nice
Yeah,
person.
like when your entire gimmick is just doing the duck face half the time, like, be fucking for real. It's
Yeah.
nasty.
This next person, another NXT person, Yulia Leon. I'm hope
Yulisa
I
Leon, yes. She had been
oh
asking for
then
her release for quite a while.
oh had she okay. They
Yes.
spelled it wrong on here. Hold on, that's why I read it wrong. Hold
They
on.
did. I believe it's with an S. I
Oh, you
don't.
can't even see it, but yeah,
Yulisa Leon, she was.
they put Yuliya.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah.
sorry, Yulisa. Okay, so she was asking for her release.
Yeah, she was in a tag team with Valentina Perez and believe, and as rightfully so, was not happy of the treatment that the team would get because they were pretty good, pretty well
Hmm.
coordinated together, and whenever they'd get an opportunity, they'd just get squashed. So I don't blame her.
Okay, well then, period. If that's what she wanted,
Then
then I'm
yeah,
happy for her.
yeah.
The next one is Akimanjiro? Gyro? I'm so sorry. I'm like terrible with these names right now.
I don't. I don't know that one.
He signed with WWE in 2020 and competed on NXT. Again, don't know who he is, but with these NXT releases, my thing is like you just brought these people in. They didn't
Yeah.
even make it to the main roster yet before
Right.
you release them,
Right.
and that's just tough.
So
Um, the next one, another NXT person, Bryson Montana.
I have no idea who that is.
I mean, guys, I'm sorry. I don't watch NXT that much. Like, I'll watch clips here and there. I don't have the brain capacity for it. I still haven't even watched SmackDown from Friday. I'm
Yeah,
so
me neither.
sorry. But yeah, so Bryson,
I do watch
I
NXT and I don't
don't.
know who that is, so wishing him the best though. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Apparently he mainly appeared on Level Up.
Oh, okay.
So,
That makes sense.
and the next one also from NXT, Brooklyn Barlow. Is that a man or a woman?
As a woman,
Okay.
and she was a recruit who didn't even get a shot on TV yet. So
Like a recruit from like college or
I think something like that. Yeah, but she never even had a debut match or anything. So
well, but speaking of the college athlete recruit situation, I probably sound like such a hater, but I do not like it. I do
yeah,
not like that they are going to colleges and recruiting college athletes to come be wrestlers because there are plenty of men and women who are on the independent circuit who would love to work in WWE, and it's not just a thing that an opportunity presented itself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that you weren't good enough to make it pro in whatever sport you were doing, but that doesn't mean just go to WWE.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
It's
sorry,
lame.
like shade, no shade, but
You're right. You're
that's
right.
my opinion. Like, I just don't understand if you're a college basketball player, why do you want to go wrestle? Like,
Right. It makes no
what?
sense.
Where's the leap there? And it's like, yes, it's a guaranteed paycheck for you, fine, but it's taking opportunities away from people who actually love to wrestle and have been working in the indie circuit,
Yeah.
because those people aren't getting opportunities because they're recruiting from colleges. Like, I'm all about fairness. I'm very much a Hufflepuff. Like, if anybody's a Harry Potter fan out here, I'm very much a
Mm.
Hufflepuff. I like loyalty. I like fairness. I like hard work. Like, those are just how I feel.
Yeah.
Uh, Let me know what you guys think of the Next in Line program. Phil said, I don't like it. Oh, it went away. I don't like the no program, but Triple H built NXT on the indie scene. They need to do more with the indies. Period.
Yeah. Definitely.
Period. That's how I feel about that. Last but not least, one that kind of not doesn't surprise me, but kind of does. Mr. Matthew Riddle.
I feel like I'm the only one who's actually heartbroken about this one.
No,
I
Marissa
loved him
too.
so
Marissa
much.
DeLuco on TikTok. I
I
know.
loved
Well,
him
here's
so
the thing.
much. I still do.
He obviously he had a lot of issues, and there's reports that rehab didn't even work. That he was still having drug issues, and that's it's a very serious thing, and
Yes.
addiction is very real. So
Yes.
if they felt releasing him was the best thing to do for their image, I mean, honestly, I understand that more than Mandy.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I under like this makes more sense. Obviously, everyone was hoping for an RK Bro reunion. They were starting to kind of tease a tag team with him and Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
which I was not on board for at all.
No, definitely
Um,
not. We're never gonna see RK Bro again, guys. Oh my
I
god.
mean, maybe one day in the future we'll see RK Bro again. People thought that Edge would never come back, and then he did. So it might just be a few years from now, but maybe RK Bro will come back because Randy will be able to wrestle again. He'll be able to finish his story, whatever that is. And I don't know. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
The ones that hit the hardest for me are him, Dolph Ziggler, and Mustafa. Those hit me the
Same.
hardest.
Yeah. Same. Matt Riddle. I was really upset when I saw that. And then to see like a bunch of people being like, finally, he's gone. F him. It's like, come
Uh,
on, guys. I love him. He did
like
a lot of good things.
even if you didn't like his gimmick, even if you didn't like him, like it just you you have to feel some sympathy for someone who's dealing with struggles. Like
Yes.
everyone has their struggles, and so maybe if he fixes it, they'll consider bringing him back if he wants to. Maybe
Yeah.
he will go back to UFC. Who knows? you know
Probably not. They do. I definitely don't think they want it back there.
I mean, they're all under the same umbrella now, so
True,
it's very
true.
possible. But that
Love
is
him so much. Wishing him the best.
Yeah, but that is the confirmed people that I have on this list. Do you know of any others that I didn't mention?
Yeah, I think Zion Quinn was released.
Oh, I don't. Again, I don't know who that is.
He was a guy in NXT who I think he was part of Legado del Fantasma when they were still in NXT.
Oh.
But we don't like him. He's trash because when
Oh,
Mandy
okay.
got released, he celebrated it. So
Ew.
bye. Now we can laugh at you being released. Peace
Ew.
out.
How
Right,
ugly.
right. So ugly.
Okay, well then, bye, bitch. Just like Seth
Bye.
Rollins said.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the Seth Rollins sound when you need it?
Exactly. Yeah. But
But
that I think is all. Yeah.
okay, well, hopefully that is it for the rest of the year or the rest of time. I can't do
Yeah,
it. Like
honestly.
releases are just so frustrating to me. And then we just got Nia Jax back, and like she got released once already and then came back. Like, did they replace her with other people. Like I don't know, you
No,
know?
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I'll never understand the situation because obviously we're not in the room making those decisions, but um, you know, we're still gonna support WWE. We're still gonna watch. It's just every time, just a little bit just gets chiseled of my like loyalty to them.
Yeah, for real. It's hard.
We appreciate everyone who has been in the chat today and sharing your thoughts. Junior said, "Bro, LA Knight has COVID."
Yeah, he does. That's why his segment was
Oh,
pulled from Friday.
oh, well, that kind of puts a little hinge in his momentum, but I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
But yeah, let us know in the comments how you guys feel about these releases and which one was the most shocking to you, which one wasn't the most shocking to you, anything else like that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast. Follow our social medias, Mirror the Heel on TikTok and IZ Persephone on TikTok. You can find our Instagrams and everything else within those. Maddie, do you have any final words?
Um, Getting fired sucks.
Yeah, it's like not a good, a good vibe.
Yeah, so let's all try to,
Thankfully,
be a little respectful and such.
yeah, thankfully I've never had that happen to me.
Yeah.
I've definitely quit several jobs, but
Oh
I've
yeah,
never
same.
I've never been fired, and it's obviously a terrible feeling, and I hope all those people bounce back in their own time and
Yeah.
figure out what their next move is. 'Cause life has
Yeah.
something else for them. So
Oh, of course, absolutely.
I'm a firm believer in what's for you is for you.
Yes, absolutely.
So we appreciate you guys. Oh, quick announcement. I will not be on the podcast next Sunday for the predictions video for Fastlane, as I will be in Cancun, Mexico, living my best life.
Period.
Your girl's going on vacation because the depression is real.
I feel that. Hmm.
So, um, Maddie will have some special guests or guests on, and yeah, look forward
Yeah,
to
let me know if
predictions
you
for
guys want to be on
Fastlane.
the show because I haven't figured out who the hell is going to be there.
Ooh. Okay, love that. So let Maddie know if you would like to come on, and maybe
Hmm.
you can.
Here.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke Skywalker. I appreciate it. Thank you, Phil. Yes, it'll be a good time, and then I will be back for the Fastlane reaction podcast.
Yes.
So I hope everyone has a great Sunday, and Maddie, we'll see you next time.
Yes,
Bye.
I will. See you guys next time.